Welcome to this lesson. Before we go deeper into strategies, tools, or execution, it's important to pause for a moment and look at the big picture. Because everything you're about to learn, everything you've already seen so far, connects into one simple system. And once you truly understand that system, you stop feeling confused. You stop overthinking. You stop wondering if you're doing things correctly. Instead, you start seeing exactly what to do. So in this lesson, we're going to simplify everything, not by adding more information, but by removing the noise. Let's start with something honest. Most people don't fail because they lack effort. They fail because they lack clarity. They try different things. They watch videos. They learn concepts, but they never see how everything fits together. So what happens? They jump from one idea to another. They try a method for a few days, then switch to something else. And eventually, they feel overwhelmed. Not because making money is impossible, but because they don't have a clear path. And without a clear path, even simple things feel complicated. This is exactly what this course changes. Instead of giving you more options, more tools, more complexity, it gives you one system. A system that you can understand quickly, apply immediately, and repeat consistently. Because the truth is, you don't need more information. You need clarity. You need structure. And most importantly, you need something you can actually execute. That's where everything starts to change. So let's simplify everything into its core. This entire business comes down to 4 steps: content, trust, offer, sale. That's it. Every result you see online, every person making money in this space is operating within this exact structure. Maybe with different tools, maybe with different styles, but the system remains the same. Content brings attention. Trust builds connection. The offer presents the solution, and the sale is the result. Once you understand this, everything becomes predictable. Let's take the first step: content. This is where everything begins, because without attention, nothing else happens. You can have the best product, the best idea, the best system, but if no one sees you, nothing moves. So content is how people find you. Videos, posts, simple messages. And here's where things become powerful. You are not creating everything alone. You are using AI. AI helps you generate ideas, structure content, write scripts, and create faster than ever before. Which means you are not starting from zero. You are working with a system. And your role is not to do everything. Your role is to guide, to review, to publish. That's it. Once people start seeing your content, something else needs to happen. They need to trust you. Not in a complicated way, just enough to feel, this makes sense. This is useful. This could help me. This is where your message becomes important. You explain things clearly. You simplify ideas. You talk about problems people recognize. And again, AI can support you here. It can help you write. It can help you structure. It can help you create consistency. But the direction comes from you. You decide what to say, how to say it, and what matters. That's how connection is built. At this point, we move into the next phase, the offer and the sale. Once someone trusts what you're saying, they're open to a solution, and this is where you present it. A product, a system, a way to solve their problem. This can be an affiliate product, or later, your own product. But your role stays the same. You connect the problem to the solution, and then you guide the person to act. Through a link, through a message, through a simple next step. That's how the sale happens. Not through pressure, not through complexity, through clarity. At this point, It's important to step back and understand something clearly. You are not building a complicated business. You are not coding. You are not designing complex systems. You are not doing everything manually. You are using AI as leverage. AI helps you produce. AI helps you structure. AI helps you move faster. And your role is to guide the system. You choose the niche, choose the direction, review the output, take action. You supervise and you execute. And this is what makes everything feel lighter. At this stage, there's an important decision. There are two ways to move forward. You can create your own product, or you can promote something that already exists. Both work, but they don't work equally for someone starting from zero. Creating a product takes time. It requires clarity. It requires structure. And most beginners get stuck there. That's why the smartest move is simple. Start as an affiliate. Use a product that already exists, already works, already has structure, and focus on the only thing that matters at the beginning: taking action. When you follow this system, everything starts to change. You stop guessing. You stop overthinking. You stop jumping between ideas. You have a clear path. You create content. You build trust. You present an offer. And step by step, you start seeing results. Even small results create momentum, and that momentum builds confidence. You don't need to do everything. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to understand everything at once. You just need to follow the system. Use AI as support and keep moving. Because once you start moving, everything becomes easier. I'll see you in the next lesson.